Todd Chrisley's daughter Lindsie slams family following the Chrisleys. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Lindsie Landsman, whose father Todd Chrisley and stepmother Julie Chrisley were recently pardoned by President Trump and released from prison, is speaking out over her family's actions. Landsman is set to reveal that she has been threatened into silence, blamed for actions she didn't take, and blackmailed by members of her own family on her podcast. Landsman, who recently changed her name, starred in 5 seasons of USA Network's hit reality series, Chrisley Knows Best, is set to spill the tea on episodes of her 2 podcasts, The Southern Tea and Coffee Convos, which she hosts with Teen Mom star Kale Lowry. Todd Chrisley says he has no remorse after being pardoned by Trump. "I never had any intention of doing this. The Lifetime documentary of my family came out, and a lot of the things that were aired were inaccurate depictions of what has transpired," she said. Lifetime's The Chrisleys, Back to Reality highlights a number of challenges faced by members of the family, including Lindsie, the eldest daughter who is largely estranged from the family. Lindsie contacted Georgia's Department of Revenue and the FBI after her father's indictment, including asking for a restraining order against him. She told the FBI that her father had been attempting to exploit her. She previously claimed that Todd had threatened to leak a sex tape of her if she didn't lie to him in court. The prosecutors read the letter Lindsie wrote to the FBI. Savannah said in The Chrisleys, Back to Reality, "We're no longer family." Chase added, "If your blood will screw you over, then a stranger definitely will." On October 22, the first episode featuring Landsman's response will air on The Southern Tea, with a second part airing on Coffee Convos on October 23. There will be a third part airing exclusively on Patreon on October 24, with the full audio of Part 3 released on October 29. The conversations will be moderated by Lowry. She will divulge, for the first time, how the experience has affected her emotionally, psychologically, and personally, as a daughter, a woman, and a mother trying to protect her peace and reclaim her story. Lindsie is set to share her truth in her own words, supported by documentation including legal letters, emails, and filings that have never been made public before. Todd Chrisley's eldest daughter, Lindsie Chrisley, is once again making headlines as she publicly slams her famous family following the announcement of their new reality series. The Chrisleys, the eldest daughter who has long had a complicated and often strained relationship with her father Todd Chrisley and stepmother Julie, has spoken out with emotional and critical remarks that have left fans divided and the entertainment world buzzing. Her statements come just as excitement for the family's television comeback was beginning to build, marking another emotional turn in the ongoing saga of one of reality television's most talked about families. Lindsie, who has been open in the past about her rocky history with her father, took to social media and interviews to share her disappointment with the Chrisley family's decision to step back into the spotlight. She expressed that after years of legal battles, public scrutiny, and personal struggles, she feels her family has not learned from the past. Instead, she believes they are repeating old patterns by prioritizing fame over healing. Lindsie described her frustration, saying that while her family continues to embrace public attention, she has worked hard to rebuild her life outside the lens of reality television. Her remarks came shortly after Savannah Chrisley announced the family's return to television with The Chrisleys, a reality series designed to follow their lives after Todd and Julie's prison sentences. The show promises a raw and authentic look into how the Chrisley family is navigating life after controversy and rebuilding their relationships, but Lindsie made it clear that she wants no part of the project. She stated that while she wishes her family the best, she cannot support a show that she believes continues to portray a version of the family that does not reflect reality. According to Lindsie, the decision to film again feels like an attempt to repair the family's image rather than a genuine effort to share their truth. She said she finds it disheartening that despite everything the family has gone through, they are still turning to cameras to tell their story, rather than focusing on private healing and reconciliation. She also said that fame has always been a double-edged sword for her family, bringing both success and destruction, and she does not want to relive those experiences again. Lindsie has long distanced herself from her father Todd, following years of public disputes and emotional tension. Their relationship first began to crumble years ago, when she chose to leave Chrisley Knows Best and later became estranged from the family. Todd has often spoken about his disappointment in their estrangement, while Lindsie has emphasized the importance of protecting her own peace and boundaries. Over time, both sides have expressed moments of hope for reconciliation, but the wounds have proven difficult to heal. In her latest comments, Lindsie shared that her decision to speak out is not about anger, but about honesty. She said that she feels it is her responsibility to speak up when she sees patterns of behavior that continue to cause harm. She expressed concern that her younger siblings, especially Grayson and Chloe, may once again become targets of public criticism if they are brought back into the spotlight through another show. Lindsie said that while she understands the allure of television fame, she wishes her family could find fulfillment away from the public eye. Her comments have sparked immediate reaction among fans and media outlets. Some supporters praised her courage for speaking her truth and standing up for her values. Others criticized her for adding to the family's ongoing drama during a time when they are trying to move forward. Many noted that Lindsie's perspective reflects a growing awareness of how reality television can blur the line between entertainment and emotional exploitation. Savannah Chrisley, who has taken on the role of family spokesperson since her parents' imprisonment, has responded subtly to her sister's remarks without directly addressing her name. In recent interviews, Savannah said that the new series is not about image, but about authenticity. She explained that the show will document the family's efforts to rebuild their lives after hardship and show fans the reality of what it takes to recover from loss and adversity. Savannah described the project as an opportunity for healing and connection, rather than a publicity stunt, but her words have done little to ease the public tension between her and Lindsie. The dynamic between the sisters has long been complicated, and this latest clash seems to highlight the emotional distance that still exists between them. While Savannah continues to embrace her role in carrying the family legacy forward, Lindsie has chosen to create her own path outside of the family's media empire. She now focuses on podcasting and advocacy work, often discussing topics such as boundaries, self-growth, and family estrangement. She has built a loyal following of listeners who appreciate her candidness about personal challenges and emotional healing. In one of her recent podcast episodes, Lindsie shared more about why she feels strongly about staying disconnected from her family's new reality series. She said that the years spent living on camera taught her how damaging public exposure can be when family conflicts are involved. She described it as emotionally exhausting to navigate real-life pain while also being expected to perform for an audience. Lindsie explained that she has no resentment toward her family, but that her decision to stay away is an act of self-preservation rather than rebellion. Meanwhile, Todd and Julie Chrisley remain at the center of public attention as they continue to serve their respective prison sentences for bank fraud and tax evasion. The couple has maintained their innocence, and their children have stood by them throughout the ordeal. Savannah has made it clear that the purpose of the new show is to shed light on the family's journey toward redemption and resilience. However, Lindsie's opposition adds another layer of complexity to how the public views that narrative. Her criticism suggests that not all members of the Chrisley family believe in the same version of their story. Fans who have followed the Chrisley saga from the beginning know that family conflict has always been part of their dynamic, even when cameras weren't rolling. During the peak of Chrisley Knows Best, the family's on-screen charm often masked deeper off-screen tensions. Those cracks became more visible as legal troubles and personal disputes began to dominate headlines. Now, with the launch of the Chrisleys, it seems the cycle of fame and family tension may be starting again. Lindsie's remarks also raise broader questions about reality television culture and how it affects families who become public figures overnight. Many viewers have begun to question whether shows like these offer genuine storytelling or whether they simply magnify personal struggles for entertainment value. Lindsie's perspective suggests that fame may have done irreparable damage to her family's relationships, and that she is choosing to break free from the cycle, even if it means standing alone. Despite the backlash her comments have generated, Lindsie remains steadfast in her belief that speaking her truth is necessary. She said that for her healing comes from honesty and boundaries, not silence. She expressed that while she understands her family's desire to share their side of the story, she refuses to participate in something that doesn't align with her values. She also noted that her relationship with her father has reached a place of acceptance, even if reconciliation isn't possible right now. Insiders close to the family have shared that Todd was deeply hurt by Lindsie's latest comments, especially as he had reportedly expressed hope for reconciliation before his incarceration. Sources say that while Todd still loves his daughter, he feels her decision to publicly criticize the family adds unnecessary pressure during an already difficult time. Others suggest that Savannah has been working tirelessly to keep the family strong and that Lindsie's remarks could potentially complicate that effort. Despite these tensions, there's still hope that time might eventually heal the divide within the Chrisley family. Those close to them say that even with all the hurt feelings and public disagreements, love still exists between them all. It may just take time, distance, and understanding for the wounds to close. Lindsie herself has said that she believes forgiveness is possible, but that it must come naturally, not through the pressures of television production or public expectation. As the premiere of The Chrisleys draws closer, anticipation continues to build. Fans are eager to see how the family will navigate life after scandal and whether the new show will live up to its promise of authenticity and redemption. But Lindsie's absence from the project leaves a noticeable void. She was once a key figure in the family's early rise to fame, and her voice now offers a sobering counterpoint to the glamour and optimism surrounding the new series. In many ways, Lindsie's decision to distance herself symbolizes the crossroads that many reality TV families face when fame and family collide. She represents the struggle to choose peace over publicity, truth over perception, and self-care over obligation. Her decision may divide fans, but it also reminds audiences of the very real human cost behind the entertainment. As the world prepares to watch the next chapter of the Chrisley story unfold, one thing is certain: the family's legacy will forever be marked by love, resilience, and conflict. Whether Lindsie's choice to speak out will lead to further division or ultimately inspire deeper reflection remains to be seen. But in standing firm, she has made one thing clear: she will no longer allow her story to be written by anyone else but herself. For the Chrisley family, this latest chapter shows that even when fame fades and cameras stop rolling, the struggle for understanding, forgiveness, and unity continues. Each family member is fighting to reclaim their voice in a story that has too often been told by others. Lindsie's words may be harsh, but they also carry truth, a truth about the pain of growing up in the spotlight and the courage it takes to step away from it. In the end, her decision may serve as a powerful reminder that while television can capture moments of joy and laughter, real-life healing must happen off-screen, where love and forgiveness can finally take root. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.